Well, I'm just gonna get straight into it. We lose 1-0. And honestly, it's it's so frustrating. It's the same old thing every single home game. We create more opportunities as the opponent. We have more high quality chances, shots, everything, but we just are not clinical in the final third. We can't seem to put the ball in the back of the net. Pookie has an absolute sitter tonight and really should score countless other opportunities. And we lose 1-0 again at home. Our home form is abysmal. We have been absolutely shit at home. And this is not a good Kansas City team. We should be beating them, but like we didn't play to our strength tonight. We were pretty poor all around. And yet Tori Pinso, the ref, she was absolutely clueless tonight. Isn't fit to ref. Piss poor quality. Didn't missed about 7 handballs tonight. Didn't know what a foul was. Easily could have gave some like Ray was getting his legs chopped off like every other tackle. And right before they score, actually Ray gets fouled and Tori Pinso doesn't call a foul. Like she was just so bad tonight. The first 30 minutes, she just literally decided not to ref at all. Like the first 30 minutes didn't ref the game. But I'm not gonna argue like rant about how piss poor she is as a referee and literally should not be near the game. And any level, like even U12 Sunday League, like shouldn't even be near it. Absolutely piss poor referee. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah, we sit in 8th place right now, so we're in a playing game spot or whatever that they added, which isn't very intriguing. We only have one game in hand. This was a huge loss because Kansas City was behind us, but like this might come down to deadline day at this point because like our home form's so bad. We should have like with how good our away form has been this year, we shouldn't even be near where we are in the table. Like it's just pathetic. Some of the games that we haven't seen over the line, haven't gotten a goal. We've created so many quality chances, and like we just don't know what to do when we get the ball in the final third, and like we mindlessly cross the ball into the final like into the 6-yard box, but we constantly have no one running to the back post, not enough people in the box, and when we do, there's like it's just like it's like we don't practice scoring goals like ever. It's so frustrating, and like we go spend money on Pookie and he looks like he can't score, and it's just like it honestly comes down to a system thing. Like I don't know, like something needs to change and it's not going to change. Like we're going to continue to struggle in the final third until Heath leaves. Until Heath leaves, nothing is going to change because we have had so many people in this revolving door strikers, and it doesn't matter. We're just not gonna. We just don't like. It's just so frustrating. Um, yeah. Um, DJ had a really bad foul early on. Obviously, gets yellowed, but it just wasn't ref fairly tonight, in my opinion. And we got to talk about Ethan Brislow. He's been absolutely awful since joining, and he gets burned tonight out of position several times. Just really, really bad. And he was a liability all night. And I don't understand how he didn't get subbed before the goal. We should have brought Valentin on to maybe shore things up. That didn't happen. So yeah, that was definitely down to Heath with his lack of substitutions, in my opinion. That in that department because he should have like he made some offensive subs, which I like, but Brislow was getting burned all night and he needed to get him off the field. he has not settled well. So, um, yeah, I I just feel like we've been here every single home game. Just there's been very few where we have gotten the win and felt comfortable or just been blown out, blown out of the game. It's been so many of these ties or losses where it's like we feel like we've played as the better team, yet we're coming away with little to nothing. So, very bad loss. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It's a very frustrating game. Um, Referee wise, I mean, we scored an offsides goal, which was clearly offsides. I'm not going to argue about that. It was barely offsides, but just just such a piss poor referee, in my opinion. So, um, yeah, we will do player ratings, and I'm gonna wrap it up because it's just such a frustrating night on our end, and I don't have much else to say besides how bad the referee was and how badly we played, and it's just the same old, same old. We need to be clinical in the final 30, and we are not. We don't. It's yeah. Um, St. Clair, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, right around there. I mean, the goal you can't really do much. Brislow gets burned. Um, Taylor a 6, Brislow a 5, got burned multiple times, gave up the goal. Dabasi a 7, 7. Boxel 7. Like we played well up until we gave up the goal, but like Brislow was getting burned a lot at the back. DJ was, but like I think Dabasi and Boxel played good tonight, like stopping a lot of things. Greg Goose, I thought he was very active, played well. I'm gonna give him a 7. Dotson, I'm gonna give a 7. Ray an 8. What maybe a 7.5. Wasn't like I'm gonna give him an 8. Like he wasn't great, but he showed up enough where we should have won the game. Bongi was that we need to talk about this. I love Bongi, love Bongi, but he was so bad tonight. Literally gave away the ball so many times. He just needs to be. There's games like this where he just needs to really, really take care of the ball more. There were so many times where he just gave the ball straight back, like straight back to the other team, and he came up with one right before he gets subbed. He had one little good run where he swings the ball across and it just slides across the 12-yard box, 6-yard box. Can't remember how close it was, but no one gets to the end of it, and it was, or maybe it was right behind Franco. He should have been held his run a little bit, but he showed up in that one moment, and but other than that, there was very little from Bongi tonight. I have to give him a 4. He was very bad. Hopefully he bounces back, but it just wasn't his. I know it was his first game back from injury, so that could have to do something. It just wasn't good. Wasn't good tonight, Bongi. Franco, I'm gonna give a 5. Wasn't Franco's best. Pookie, I'm gonna give a 6. He was getting in a lot of the right spots, but he missed an absolute sitter. I might have to give him a 5 for missing that. I mean, he didn't miss it, but it got saved. He really needs to score that. Senbin, I'm gonna give a 5, or maybe I'm gonna give him a 6 or 5. He was all right in his cameo. Ishmael Tashiri, I'm gonna give a 6. Thought he was all right coming off the bench. And Mender Garcia, I'm going to give a 6. He was all right. Yeah, just not the best game. But, I mean, those are my player ratings. Like I said, it's just deja vu. We've been here before, but I'm going to wrap it up and end it on that. As always, come on, you loons. And thanks for tuning in. And we really need to start picking up some points because 6 games left. So yeah, and we are just right in the wild card spot, or the play-in game, I mean. So I'd prefer not to have to play in that, to play into the playoffs. It's not a fun thing to do. So as always, come on, you loons, and thanks for tuning in.